Hi everybody, how are you doing? Thanks so much for joining us again today. As always, we're going to wait a few seconds to wait for other people to join, and then we're going to start. Hi, good morning. Thanks so much for joining. Good morning or good evening. Hi there. Hi, good morning. As always, Mana sama is not going to be in this broadcast, so please don't expect him to appear later or anything like that, because unfortunately it's not going to happen. Thanks so much. Good morning. Hi to Chile. Thanks so much for joining. Hi there. I hope everybody is doing well. The weekend's coming up, so I hope everybody can relax and recharge. Yeah. Hi there. Thanks so much for joining. Hi, good morning. Hello. So today, as you can see, I'm wearing Sleeping Garden, and I would like to invite anybody who's also wearing Sleeping Garden right now to come live and introduce your coordinates to all of us if you'd like to do that. Konnichiwa. So if anybody happens to be wearing Sleeping Garden right now, let us know. Hi, good morning. Thanks so much for joining. Okay, let's maybe wait a few more seconds and then we'll start. We're also going to have a new item to introduce. It's only a small item, but yeah, I hope you will like it nevertheless. Yeah, so maybe let's start. Alright, thank you for joining us for episode 21 of Moitie Diaries. Thank you as always for your time. My name is Andrea. I'm staff member of Moi-meme-Moitie in Unaweld. Mana Sama is not going to be in this broadcast as always. Okay, so today, or rather this week, is the week where, hi there, is the week where Takeover was supposed to happen. It didn't, obviously, so I decided this week to wear some coordinates that were supposed to be in the fashion show at Takeover, because I don't know if I will get a chance to use them ever, because by the time events are going to happen again, there might be completely different items I'm going to promote, so yeah, I decided to put them to good use in this way. So today's coordinates actually mostly was meant to promote the non-color knit top, because it wasn't in any fashion show so far. Hi there, thank you so much. Love this JSK, planning to get this, please do. As you probably know, all the all the Sleeping Garden JSKs are currently on sale as well, so now is the perfect time to get them. Right, but before we're going to talk more about Sleeping Garden, I'd like to introduce the new item to you real quick. So today's new item is two versions of new hand fans. Let's start maybe with this one. So when you take it out of the package, it's like this. It has this little elastic to keep it together when you store it, and the new fan has the same pattern that the yukata has that was released last year. So this is the first one. This is the exact same color as the yukata. One second. Okay, hi there. Thank you for joining. So once again, so here is the first version of the new hand fan, and then we also have a second version, which is the same pattern but in a black version, which is quite exciting. I think a lot of you will like this really a lot, and hope you can see this. So yeah, it's the same pattern as the yukata, but in the black version. So yeah, here we go. Today, okay, which one do you like? Do you guys like better? Let's see some comments. and so it also has the logo on the side of each of the fans. Yeah, maybe let's take a quick look at one of the older fans as well. So this is the one of the older ones. I don't know if you can see this. The little pouch had a different material, so the new one has a more cottony material, but other than that there is not much difference. So just as a reminder, this is the original, or one of the original ones that were released last year, and as you can see, they are all the same size. So yeah, so these are actually going to go on sale tomorrow. So yeah, just in time for the warmer season. Let's see. Like gray, yes, I already have 3 black Moitie fans. That's a good point. Love Birth, but the black version is so elegant. Well, thank you very much. Oops. The new gray color is pretty. Thanks so much. Black version. Let's see. I secretly wish the yukata came in black as well. Good point. Someone lost her old blue rose print fan somewhere in your room. Well, if it's in your room, then maybe you can find it again someday. Okay, it's winter here, says one person. Well, it's going to hopefully be summer at some point. 1 second. We have a lot of weird people today, so I'm going to have to take care of that. Okay, so anyway, those are the new items for today. They go on sale tomorrow. We're going to announce them a little later online as well, so please have a look and confirm the details and price and everything. 1 second. Okay, so that's the new item. So today's topic is Sleeping Garden, as we already established. So we asked for your coordinates and for your comments regarding the print and why or what you like about it. So I'd like to start by showing you some coordinates that you guys sent us. Thank you very much to everybody who sent in their coordinates as well. Let's see. This one's by user Anki. Very lovely coordinate as always, and also very lovely picture in general. This is I suppose this is the can't really tell if it's the older or the newer version of the Blue Lace Up JSK, but yeah, very lovely. Thank you so much for sending that in. There wasn't any comment or anything like that. Second. So thank you very much for this lovely picture. So let's move on. Ooh, very sorry that I'm hiding the head of the second person. So 1 second. This photo was sent in by user Lana the Yama Queen, I suppose. And she says, my favorite part about the Sleeping Garden print is the subtle spooky vibe that it gives off. The crosses and imagery of the cemetery gives me major inspiration for creepy art and photo sets too, since I am anyway a mildly curious person who's into that slow natural decay, such as old damaged tombstones and wilted flowers in cemeteries. And also, of course, I love that it gave me the pleasure of twinning with someone I've been inspired by previously, user Cats and Frills. So, as far as I know, user on the left is Cats and Frills, and user on the right is Lana the Yama Queen. Thank you so much for sending that in. Let's just look at some comments as well. Comments seem to be okay. Okay, so thank you so much for sending that in and for your thoughts about the prints. And next person is user Infante de Fonte. Thank you so much for sending that in. Lovely backgrounds as well. And she says, I love Sleeping Garden because I enjoy the cemetery print. Coffin motifs are common, but cemeteries not so much. Also, this was the longer, fully shirred version styled with a corset, and it was so comfortable. very lovely. Thank you so much for sending that in and for your thoughts as well. We have a lot of really rude persons today, so I am quite busy with blocking people, so very sorry about that. Okay, let's move on to the next person. This is from user Mila_Tsukino. She says, what I love about this print is the detail of the statues and the variety of crosses, in addition to the funereal and gothic aspect given by the branches of the trees. It's a print that where you look at it says EGL. So this is quite interesting that she decided to completely hide the black parts of the dress with the white blouse and took it in a lighter direction. So yeah, thank you so much for sending this in. I think this is quite unusual. And also thank you for your comments. Konnichiwa. One says, seeing the cute cords makes me regret selling mine. Well, you could always buy it again. Okay, thank you so much. Moving on to the next person. This is from user Miles Jennifer. And she says, when I saw the green color during Finland, I knew I had to go for it. I tried to mimic the lace-up socks as well. I'm hoping for more green items to be released soon. So yes, as some of you might know, the green and the new gradation orange and purple version have been showcased in Finland for the first time. And yeah, so she saw it there and fell in love. Thank you so much. I also love that you made your own lace-up socks with green lace. Very lovely. Yeah, we should definitely release some green lace-up socks. Right, thank you so much for sending that in and also for your thoughts. Moving on. This is from user Ephemeral Opera, and she says, I love this dress. The long length is very elegant, and when I see it, I'm always reminded of a memory of a beautiful walk I took one morning in the Père Lachaise cemetery in Paris. So yeah, this is the long blue version. It's very lovely. I love the hat as well. Someone says, so many pretty cords. Yes, I agree. Thank you, all of you, for sending in your lovely coordinates. And also the green version is getting a lot of love. So yeah, so this is from user Ephemeral Opera. Thank you so much for your thoughts. And she has also been asked by her friend to share her coordinate because the friend was busy. Ooh. Don't know if you can really see that quite so well. We're also going to share all of the coordinates in stories later, so that you can enjoy them properly also. So this one is from user Kitty Bongo, and she says, I like how the print is both eerie and ethereal, and how the contrast of the green corset lacing with the black bodice makes the color more vibrant. Yep, I agree. So thank you very much for sending that in as well, and thank you also to user Ephemeral Opera for helping out, because Kitty Bongo was busy. That was very kind of you. Okay, moving on. This is also a very lovely photo. 1 second. This is from user Sonia Lu Bunny. There was no further comment regarding the dress, but the photography is by user Kura Obscura as well. So thank you very much for this lovely photo as well. It's very aesthetic, and I hope everybody is enjoying that. Okay, moving on. Here we have user Artemis Arnie. Thank you so much for sending one in again. So I had to screen cap this, so yeah, sorry about that. So she says, a 2017 cord, but I think this was my favorite photo with Sleeping Garden. The grey colorway is my favorite because it really has that spooky cemetery vibe. Love the elegant feel. So yeah, thank you so much for sending that in. Love it with the cape as well. Everybody seems to really be loving this one as well. So thank you so much for sending that in, and also for your thoughts on the print. Okay, and then we will move on to the last coordinate. This is by user puppet.circus, and she says, I love that Sleeping Garden comes in many different colors and is also tall Lolita friendly. My favorite one at the moment is green. Green color has such an interesting history in fashion, so I always find it very special. So here's another wonderful coordinate with the green version. Also love the photo, love the background as well. Green is great, I agree. Yeah, especially this green is just really vibrant, and so yeah, I really understand why everybody loves it. I really love it too. And I also love that the green colorway comes with the green ribbon on the bodice, something that the other colorways don't do. So yeah, this green is on fire. Yes, definitely. So this concludes today's coordinates. Thank you so much for sending those in. It doesn't look like we have anybody today who would like to join us live, which is sad for me, but I hope maybe next time someone else is going to feel inspired to join us again. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much to everybody who sent in their coordinates. Let's see, so my coordinate is also Sleeping Garden, the short version of the orange and purple gradation jumper skirt with the, I don't know if you can see this, the non-color knit top, and then I put the gold version of the jewel cross pendant on top of it because this color goes really well with this print as well. The headdress was fairly randomly chosen, and then I don't know if you can see this, I'm wearing the lace-up socks in the all black colorway as well. So yeah, the knit top has these really nice bishop sleeves. I hope you can see this. Well, in Japan it's not really the right season for it, but yeah, I really think these two items go really well together because the jumper skirt doesn't really have any decoration on the bodice or anything like that, so the color doesn't hide anything that you want people to see. So yeah, this is the coordinate for today. Love your hair, thank you so much. Usually I don't wear my hair open because it's not in the best condition, so yeah. It's nice to see that colorway coordinate. It's a trickier combination. Thank you so much. We have some Mana Sama comments regarding two of today's items. 1 second. So, regarding the Sleeping Garden jumper skirt, Mana Sama says, I really love Western graves, so when I went to Paris for a concert, I visited some graveyards. So since I like graves so much, I felt fully prepared and ready to create Sleeping Garden. The color gradation is also beautiful, and I like it very much. It also comes in many colors, and it seems that the scenery looks a little different depending on the colorway, which is mysterious and wonderful. So that is Mana Sama's comment regarding the jumper skirt. We also have a comment regarding the knit top as well. And Mana Sama says, the Nun series is one of the symbols of Moi-même-Moitié. Since this is a knitted top, it's easy to use for everyday wear. It also looks and feels different depending on the color, so it can be used for all kinds of coordinates. So these are Mana Sama's comments for today's coordinate items. So today's coordinate, I hope you like it. Moving on to our new corner, the Gospel according to Mana Sama, which I am happy to be able to present to you again today. And 1 second. So today's question is, if you could invent any machine to solve any problem, what would it be? So the original intent of this question was, for example, to invent something that solves the pollution of the oceans, or climate change or something like that. But Mana Sama went into a slightly different direction with his answer, which is as follows. So Mana Sama says, the scientist's eternal challenge, the long-dreamed time machine. I am someone who has always been thinking about time and space, so I want to unravel the eternal mystery of whether there is only one timeline or parallel universes do exist. So I asked him, but I don't think you can go to parallel universes with a time machine. To which he answered, not just a time machine, just something that can go freely through time itself. So I don't know, something like a TARDIS, I suppose. I'm not sure what he's intending to actually make. And I also asked what time period he would like to go if he could invent his time machine. And he said, I want to know whether in the far, far future the world is extremely technically advanced, like no one has ever seen, or the planet has died and humanity has moved to a different planet. So Mana sama would like to go to the future. Anyone here who would like to go to the future and see how humanity ends up? Okay, let's see some comments. Okay, the comments are still busy talking about the cross necklace. Yeah, sorry to those who want the gold version of this. Okay, so that was today's Gospel of Mana sama. So I hope you enjoyed that as well. Mana sama sure has interesting thoughts. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. So that brings us to today's quiz as well. Today's quiz is obviously about Sleeping Garden as well. I would like to know from you today, if you add up all the different cuts and colors Sleeping Garden has been released in so far, how many versions of the dress or of the print are there? As always, a disclaimer, I can only give a prize to, or I can only choose the winner amongst those comments that I can actually see. Sometimes Instagram just doesn't show some comments, so very sorry about that. Yeah, so how many different Sleeping Garden versions are there? And okay, getting some comments. So this is a bit of a tricky question because it obviously depends on how you count. So for example, there has been a re-release of the JSK in grey only, so since this is not a new color, this would not count as its own. And let's see, so we have some answers: 24, 22, 23. 32 is too much. So yeah, the person who guesses or answers correctly, 12 is too little. So the person who answers correctly is going to be the winner. Let's see. There are some very close answers. 34 is too many. Okay, so we have our winner. Today's winner is Nico Phoenix with 27. Let's see. Yeah, so there are some 27s coming in now. So Nico Phoenix was the first person to answer, 27. And let's see, 1 second, I have a graphic for you. So we have the jumper skirt, then we have the one piece in short and long versions, the sheared one piece in short and long versions, and we have the lace up JSK in short and long versions. And since this one came in 3 different colors each time it was released, that brings us to 9 different cuts, if you will, and 3 colors each, which brings us to 27 in total. So congratulations to Nico Phoenix. So that's today's quiz. Thank you so much for to everybody who joined in, and yeah. Let's see. So that is actually, so the Sleeping Garden came actually in one more version than the harpsichord print that we talked about a few episodes ago, which was surprising. But yeah, lots of different versions for this print as well. Okay, that brings us more or less to the end of today's episode. Don't forget that the new batch of lace masks is going on sale today at 8 p.m. so there aren't that many in this batch, so if you weren't able to get one and still want one, you should probably hurry up and get one tonight. We're also going to finally have the wildcard round of the coordinate contest today. And what's going to happen is that now that we are down to 2 contestants, I think we haven't actually released the or announced the results of the last round yet, so I'm going to do that first. So what's going to happen in the wildcard round is that the wildcard is going to compete against the 2 last other coordinates that are still in the contest. So we're going to have a vote for the wildcard against one coordinate and the wildcard against the other coordinate. If the wildcard loses against either of the, or against both of them, then the wildcard is going to be eliminated from the contest and both the other coordinates go on to the final. If the wildcard wins against one of the coordinates, the wildcard is going to take their place and then we're going to have a final. If the wildcard loses against both of the coordinates, then the wildcard is eliminated. No, wait. If the wildcard wins against both the coordinates, then the wildcard is going to be the winner and there's not going to be another final round. So yeah, I hope that's going to be fun, and so that's probably going to happen today, so please vote for your favorite coordinates. Okay, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me again. I'm going to see you on Tuesday. As always, I hope you have a really good weekend. Please stay safe wherever you are, and thank you so much for joining us as always, and I hope to see you soon.